A Bugatti that's truly one of a kind? Welcome to the debut of the Programme Solitaire and its first offspring, the Bugatti Brouillard. Now, Bugatti's always been known for excess, but this is excess distilled into art. Think of it as Bugatti sur mesure, but on steroids and possibly with a dash of madness. So, what on earth is Solitaire? In plain terms, it's Bugatti's ultra-exclusive series, churning out just 2 bespoke commissions a year. That's not marketing hype. These are legit, one-off masterpieces intended to stretch the outer edges of what's possible in coach building. The very first, Brewyard, is a modern reinterpretation of Bugatti's golden era, paying homage not only to legendary designs like the Type 57 SC Atlantic, but also to Ettore Bugatti's favorite horse. Yes, you heard that right. This car is inspired by a horse that could apparently open its own stable. Move over, smart keys. Let's talk tech, because even in a car so focused on personal story and bespoke craftsmanship, the numbers still matter. Underneath the sculpted body lies the final and most ferocious iteration of Bugatti's iconic quad-turbo W16 engine, pumping out a monstrous 1,600 metric horsepower. That's not merely fast, that's my children will have nosebleeds fast. This W16 marks the end of an era, so if you're a fan of turbocharged overkill and 16 cylinders of barely tamed violence, savor this while you can. But the real news isn't just brute force, it's the shape that force takes. Brewyard abandons Bugatti's razor-edged hypercar aggression in favor of smooth, muscular, almost organic surfaces inspired by equine anatomy. The idea is to mimic the flowing, athletic curves of a thoroughbred. Subtle volume development in the body panels, no sharp character lines, more like a living sculpture than a typical wedge-shaped speed demon. Sounds poetic? Sure, but function hasn't left the conversation. Those artful curves also shelter some serious aerodynamic trickery, including pressure-optimizing air intakes and a fixed ducktail rear wing that's more about balance than bravado. Of course, being a one-off, Brewyard had to look and feel unique inside too. Forget your typical carbon fiber and leather. Here, you'll find Parisian-woven tartan fabrics, green-tinted carbon, and glass roof panels that give the cabin an almost cathedral airiness. Even the shifter is over the top, machined from a solid chunk of aluminum with a tiny sculpture of Ettore's beloved horse inside. Subtle? Not really. Dazzling? Absolutely. But naturally, Bugatti's drawn deeply on its history. There's embroidery of the famous horse, unique leatherwork, and details only a true Bugatti family enthusiast would care about. But here's the twist. Underneath all the bespoke bling is Bugatti's proven carbon fiber and aluminum chassis, so this isn't just a rolling art show. Solitaire cars are real, drivable hypercars, albeit ones designed more for private collections than alpine hairpins. Now, not everything's beyond criticism here. Building on aging architecture, even as art, raises questions about the mechanical newness versus simply layering nostalgia atop what's already been perfected. Purists might sniff at the theatricality. After all, the real magic used to be engineering, not embroidery. Also, the relentless march of personalization sometimes risks wandering into the just because you can, should you territory. And let's not ignore, only 2 Solitaire builds a year means 99.9999% of us will never even smell the leather, let alone drive one. But as a work of moving, roaring, rolling art, well, this is Bugatti flexing how much craftsmanship costs when you remove all practical restraints. And in a world where even the average Bugatti can feel a bit, well, common among oligarchs, Solitaire at least doubles down on singularity. So, what do you think? Is the Bugatti Brouillard outrageous automotive excess, or the ultimate evolution of coach-built artistry? Would you rather see something completely new and wild, or does tradition dressed up in modern finery still win your heart? Drop your thoughts below, smash that subscribe button, and let's debate, how far should personalization really go?